Hello again, my name is Master Peter Brusso, and we're going to preview a kind of old weapons disarm DVD that I did back in about 1994, 95, somewhere right in there. The weapons disarms are of course timeless, and therefore I want to take a look at some of those and preview the weapons DVD.
So in a case like this, here you are. I'm going to talk over the first 4 rules of handgun or knife disarms. You'll see some techniques, they'll sit here and they'll start working right here in the front. They violated the first rule. If you violate the first rule, chances are you're going to die. As a matter of fact, any of the rules, chances are you will die. First rule says I must clear the angle of attack of the weapon. Second rule is I must control the weapon so it can't come back at me. Third, I must disarm. I'll do a simple disarm here. Moving back in, I must disarm him to the ground. Fourth rule is to take the weapon from him. In the case of combat or other ugly situations, you neutralize this opponent so he can't come back at you. I expect you to go. You could even have your hands here. This is a bad situation, we all agree. My first step is here. I'm stepping out of the way and coming around to getting a hold of this weapon. Again, you have to watch very carefully where my hips are. Here. Pivoting around, striking that arm, coming up, and you've got the weapon. He's opening and or get a hold of that weapon. So as I'm standing here and he's going to thrust, I've got to move. Movement is the key thing here. One thing is I've got to get away from the blade. We'll go over that one more time. I'm here, I must clear the angle of attack of the weapon. 2, I must control the weapon. 3, I must go to a disarm. 4, I must go to neutralize. So we'll handle this one very easily. He's going to come into here. I'm going to move with him, coming up into a praying position. Then I'm going to step away and try to stab myself, my left foot, with this knife, in which case Mr. Crompton Sensei will go down. At this point, you have the option of diving it into his neck. You can come in and get a hold of this arm and crank it out of there. Number of options at that disarm point. Placing my hand right about there. I'm going to use my body to bring it back around. Notice I didn't use my arms. Trying to twist on that wrist, he's got a nice strong wrist. Be hard to do. So I'm going to do it with my body instead. Right to here. Now, I'm going to push his hand to his foot. I'll do a little curtsy, so to speak. And we're back into the same situation we were earlier with the disarm. And your hand slide here, sliding along, keeping that arm straight. You're right here facing Uki. Bringing it down is even better. And then I start to cruise up towards his shoulder, and out he is, okay? If I'm here and I rotate around, isn't this now the same? I've got a nice flowing water right here, okay? That's a disastrous move for him. He'll drop the knife very nicely, okay? Knife is mine.